Hi everybody, how you doing? Jo here again. I hope you're having a lovely day. So a few of you have been in touch recently and said unfortunately you have to make condolence cards, and I think you could take this design and just mute the colours. Maybe use a grey or a light blue. Della blue would be lovely. But you could also warm the colours up. You could use oranges, reds and make it really vibrant for a birthday card. And it's just a few of you said you've got stencils and you've not been using them much recently. So it's good that we can include a stencil. But this can also be stopped at various points, as in you could just do the middle part and not add the stencil work. You could add more colour on your poppies. You could stamp them in coloured ink. So I like to come in with a basic design that you then can completely make your own. And for me, from this one design, I reckon I could make at least 6 alternatives just by changing it up a little. So that's my thought anyway. So I hope you approve of that. And to start off with, I'll show you what I've got. And this is an A6 piece of multifarious card. And I've just cut a piece of the black card, just a little bit larger to mat and layer. And then I've got some backing card, and this is 8, I think it's either 6 by 8, yes, 6 by 8 inches. So again, you could even do this bit direct onto your card blank if you wished. But that's what we're starting off with. And we just need this one, and we'll start with stamping the poppy. And lots of different stamps you can use for this. I've just gone for the Wild Poppies, because again, I like it as a silhouette. So I'm using the black, the VersaFine Clair Nocturne, but also you can add colour with your pencils. As I say, you could stamp with coloured ink. And again, you could go, here we have sort of orange and yellow poppies in the Lake District, Scotland, Wales. And again, depending where they are, they can be Cambrian poppies but also we have the red, the Oriental poppies, and the blue, the Mechanopsis. So again, can you tell I love poppies? Now, because I want room for my sentiment, I'm just going to put it sort of in the middle, but a little bit higher. So I've left a bit more room at the base. And again, it's a silhouette, so let that ink soak in to the card. And I just think on its own, even this, you know, if you needed a condolence card, just your sentiment there, and you wouldn't need a lot else. So there's the first place you could stop. But we'll come in now and just add some colour around. And circle masks, acetate circle masks, love them so much. And I'm just going to put it so the poppy's sort of in the middle. And for me, I use either side as a guide. And I'm just going to hold that. Mermaid. And I'm just going to gently, and it's a real tickle, I'm just going to tickle a little bit of the blue ink around to start off with. And then I'm going to bring in my the inner bit now, the smaller one, and we're going to create a moon. So again, still with the mermaid. But I'm almost going to come in a bit deeper now. So that's the thing, the first was a tickle, and this is bringing more colour in, so we're going a bit deeper. And then if I move that away, yes, happy with that. That's enough colour. I'm just going to hold that still. And then I'm going to come in with confetti. And again, it is funny how you get used to holding things with one hand but the non-slip mat is perfect for this because it will hold my lids in place. And I just want to introduce some pinky tones into the sky. So I've gone for confetti. And I'm just going to introduce again, gently. It's a real tickle. I don't want too much. I just want the idea that confetti's there. Just so it's not just the blue. And then Pixie Green. And again, blending the lid, really important. And I just want to add at the base here, just some green. Now, you could stamp a little bit more if you wanted, say, the orchard grass. got to be honest, I was going to stamp some, and then I just liked it as it is. I thought it was so classy that I've left it, but you could. And then before I take this off, black fine liner pen. Now again, for those of you that don't like the black fine liner freehand, I'm just going to use that circle mask and go all the way around. And I'm just going to give that a wipe before I put it away, because again, it's important to keep things as clean as possible. And as I say, at this stage, you could leave it like that if you wanted. So we'll stamp the sentiments. Going to use that ink again in a minute, so I won't put the lid on. You watch, I'll put my arm in it. And the sentiments from the friendship set, and I've chosen You've Got This because I thought, again, this will be an ideal card for somebody who's, say, having a rough time, and you just want to say to them, go on, you've got this, I've got you back. And we all need a bit of that at times, don't we? But as I say, there's the other word. You could put believe or friendship. So I'm going to pop that in the middle. Again, in the black, I'm just sticking with the black. And then a butterfly from that gorgeous silhouette butterfly stamp set. Now, there's 4 on there. So I've gone for the larger one. And I'm just going to pop it up in this corner here. Now, those of you that join in with Silhouette Sunday on our Lavinia groups, this will be a perfect card for that, because we've used 2 silhouette stamps. So onto the stenciling now. I've given it a good blot because I don't want to smudge any of this. So what I'm going to do is get my backing card, and I'm just going to hold this. Now, you could tape it down, but with the low tack tape, but for me, holding it is fine. And I've gone for the ivy stencil. And I'm just going to put it, remember, just be mindful of where the edges are. And back into that green. And again, it's very much a tickle. And I'm going to add some green ink. And I'm going to come over both bits of the card. And because I can see that black line, it makes it easier knowing where to stop. And just be mindful with the ivy stencil, you don't want to go underneath. So just be careful with it. And what I can do is lift that up to just see, right, a little bit more here, not much. But I'm happy with that, I like that. So I'm going to lift that up and turn it round. Now it could be you want the ivy going across. I want it almost coming out from each side. So again, I'm going to put my stencil back on. Hold it and hold the card. Again, blend in that lid and a nice, again, gentle and I'm on the backing card, but then just move my hand as I go, coming up towards that circular design. Now you could change the colours up here, different colour tones, but let's have a look. Oh yeah, just a tiny bit here. I think I want that ivy leaf in. And you can be that specific. Yes, that's better. So if I turn that round, look, how beautiful is that? Now, I'm going to put that to one side because obviously I've got the ink on there. So I'm going to look at my tags that I've got on the go. I think it's going to be the first one. Let's see if we can get some ivy on here. So, sorry, Eric. So Eric's fast asleep, so we'll just give that a spritz over Eric and hold that down. Because what I'm thinking is if we get a little bit of the green ivy, we've got fabulous ivy stamps, so I could always stamp some ivy on top and it will look like, and then maybe a sunflower growing up the wall. So obviously on the it is a large watercolour tag. already I've got from the red brick stencil, some clean up. And I'm thinking some green ivy on top of that. Yes, now when that dries, and you can already see it's starting to show. And I'm thinking when I stamp there as well, again, it's just that multi-layered tag design. So I'm going to put that to one side and that can be drying. So, time for those little finishing touches. And I've got my pastel pencils here. And I just want to come in and, where's my kitchen roll to lean on? Just want to add the white highlights. And again, it's up to you how you add your white highlights. I'm just coming in first with some pastel. As I say, you may want to colour the poppies with your Mondelez pencils. So a little bit of white. And then I like a bit of, you know me, I do it sort of, it's a two-pronged approach. So again, once I've added that, I come in with either my Posca or my Mangaka or your gel pen. And I just want to add some almost lesser highlight. So I've got the main highlight and then almost a bit of not as bright. And I like the two together, but it's totally up to you, however you do your highlights. I mean, we're all different, but I think that's good that we're all different. So what I'm going to do now, I want to add some faux bleaching here. So I'm going to come in and pop that mask back on and just get my fan brush, which is in my water pot. Now, you might want to leave it without the faux bleaching in the background. I just want some little dots, and one's just gone outside, so I'm just going to clean that and I'll give this a wipe. Now I'm going to use my bippity boppity glue, so I'm going to take the lid off while the faux bleaching happens. And I don't want it too almost white, I don't want it to look like snow, I just want a bit of something in the background, so I'm going to give that a bit of a dry, and it's just this sort of mottled effect that I'm after. So next it's just putting the whole design together. Now your bippity boppity glue is fabulous for this because you get a bit of wiggle time, and we all like a bit of wiggle time, don't we? So I tend to just pop my topper on my black. And the reason I've gone for black card is because if your stenciling isn't quite spot on, and also I like the effect of where you check if it matches, but you've got that black in between. So this is the next bit, and again, just round the edges, but then diagonal. It's always good to have that double. Now here, let's have a look. So all I'm going to do is look top and bottom, and as I say, I've got that bit of wiggle time. I think we're okay here, here, here. So how we're doing down here, that follows there. Oh, that just needs a little bit that way for that. That follows there. And it looks pretty straight. So I'll take that. Now don't forget, if you want, you can add some pastel here if you want a little bit more shadowing. But I'm just going to leave it as that. If you want to add some little speckles as well. So maybe on this one, I haven't on my original, but I can't resist the yellow, can I? So I'll just come in and add a few just on here, around there. You could add some glitter. So again, each one will be different. And I just think that's such a lovely design. But as I say, you can vary it, change the colour, change the stencil. I mean, I've used a larger bit of backing card there. So again, it's totally up to you. I think I've just smudged that a little, twist it that way, there we go. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and I hope it gives you an idea of different ways of taking. I mean, I can't wait to see which stamp are you going to choose to go in the middle, and which stencil will you go for. You could make some notelets 4 different florals, 4 different stencils. There you go. That's today's homework. So you take care. As always, it's lovely spending time with you. Look after yourselves, please. Much love and hugs from me. Bye for now.